auntie into a. I'm in an S5 facing cuffy, cause can't name that dummy. Tryna slow down my motion.
It's week 15 of the National Football League, where we'll see this team's sure-handed wide receiver. He's gonna be a busy man in the passing game. The action is only moments away. Next on EA Sports.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The final 4 weeks of the NFL regular season is upon us. Welcome to the home stretch. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. Partner, it's week 15. Just feels like a horse race. We're at the top of the stretch. Now it's the sprint for home.
And up until this point, Mike, every team's goal is, can we be in the conversation for the playoffs in this final 4-week stretch? Where here we are. And if you've done that, well, man, there is nothing more exciting than playing.
All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the number one goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line. 3rd and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
There wasn't really anything fancy about their performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the one interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, I thought he did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. If he's going to continue to lead his team to more wins in the future, he has to do a better job identifying those mismatches, finding those opportunities, and when they present themselves, he's got to take it.
Throwing now from the gun. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Now they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
This is intercepted. And this defense will take over following the turnover.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The home team's offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Still plenty to play for as the temperatures dip and we hit the final month, the money month of the season. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. He'll drop to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. They get 14 at the screen, and it's a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to the air one more time. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
They send the tight end in motion. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. 3rd and a yard. Try to pick this one up on the ground. It's a gain of 12 there. And that will be a first down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play call.
This crowd hoping for a challenge, and they're going to get their wish. The red flag is on the field. They're looking both at the feet to see if 2 were down, but also whether or not he had full possession of the football when those feet were down. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one. Here's a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
That one is good. And his guys are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's 3rd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And this defense will take over here following the interception.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle they go. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. 15 yards through the air. That's enough for a 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head. 2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
He's got his big tight end.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
The extra point is up and through. And his guys are out to a 10-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
2nd down and 3. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The defense has it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 40-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. Slot man in motion left. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Talk about a volume receiver. That's his 90th catch of the season, and he gives his team a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll be taken down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive, as they'll begin here with first down. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I continue in just a moment. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. On third down, they'll try to get it on the ground. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. Here's their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Halftime is looming, but a chance to build on that already sizable lead right here. 1st and goal. That is caught.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now,
he's got his man, middle of the end zone. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Now the try for an extra point. The kick is good. And his guys are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This returnable from the 4. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
He's got his man, right side. It's complete. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw again. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. He has played well all season long, entering this final stretch of games in December and January as the NFL leader in touchdown passes. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to get this one on the ground.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Punt team out, ready to send this one away. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's going to run it. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Quick throw, taken in. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. To the end zone. It's intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. They'll try to set up the screen here.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. This team's offense getting set to get back to work. Let's go back through their earlier possessions, and a lot of them, Greg, have ended with the defense going the other way.
And there's no greater indicator in the NFL of success in terms of wins and losses than the turnover battle. And we've seen so many statistics and charts. We can go on and on. The simplest way to say If you protect the ball, your chance of winning goes up. If you don't protect the ball, your chance of winning goes down. So here they have 3 interceptions, losing fumbles. It's really been a meltdown by multiple guys all across this offense.
Second down, zone read, and he keeps it. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
Third and long. Throwing now from the gun. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
So now this team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. As we look back at some of the highlights in this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll check this down to the running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Throwing right. It's taken in. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Now a loose football. And the defense has it. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10 now from the 36. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. That's to the right side and incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here.
And he will score. touchdown here in the fourth quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for two. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the fourth quarter.
Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for two.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for two is unsuccessful. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And some good running there. That's a 1st down up to the 43.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. Now a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he will have the 1st down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that 1st down.
45-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So 2nd down, and they'll run it. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
42-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They motion the slot man left. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble 2nd reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now this looks like a design run. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And this will be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
15-yard pickup there. And that will be a 1st down.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, He is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the fourth quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
Short pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards. Throwing now on 1st and 10. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Off he goes.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway. You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll run on 2nd down. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.
and shook my, now I'm finna give y'all nuggets.